Former judge who is heading the SIT in the Lakhimpur Kheri Violence Case has asked the Uttar Pradesh government to file an appeal against the bail that was granted to Ashish Mishra in the Allahabad High Court. Now, this is an interesting development. The Supreme Court has asked the UP government to reply by the 4th of April. And this development, remember, comes a day after the family had accused the Uttar Pradesh government of not appealing against the bail that was granted. Let's go right across to Sukirti, who joins us with the very latest. Sukirti, what more can you tell us about this story?
Well, yes. So this particular, information that the SIT head himself has asked the UP government now to file an appeal is very important because the UP government stand has not been clear so far. When the victims' families filed this plea in Supreme Court saying that the UP government was not appealing the decision, they had also not argued strongly enough in the Allahabad High Court on the issue of bail. On that, the UP government had filed an affidavit saying that the question of filing an appeal against Ashish Mishra's bail is still under consideration before relevant authorities. Those are the exact words that the UP government made in the affidavit that they filed before the Supreme Court. And they said that we did argue very strongly against Ashish Mishra's bail in the Allahabad High Court. However, the UP government so far has not filed any appeal. So for the SIT judge himself, the former High Court judge who's heading the SIT, Mr. Rakesh Kumar Jain, for him to write a letter to the UP government, and now the Supreme Court has directed the UP government that please make your stand clear by April 4th, which is Monday, when the next hearing takes place. So even though UP government has kept its stand vague so far, now it will have to come back with a clear yes or no on whether they are filing an appeal or not, and then of course they will be required to give an explanation for that decision. So a very controversial matter with, of course, Mr. Ashish Mishra's father being a minister in the union government, and that has what has grabbed headlines in the last several months since this episode took place. But now the UP government will definitely be compelled to come back with a very clear stance on whether they are appealing against the decision or not.
Thanks very much, Sukirti, for joining us with that update. So clearly there are questions that are being asked of the Uttar Pradesh government over the bail that was granted to Ashish Mishra in the Allahabad High Court, and whether they argued strongly against the bail and why they haven't appealed against the bail that was granted. We will, of course, track that story very closely.